Good evening.
Good evening.
At least it's evening in Denmark.
Yes.
That's where we are. And it's Wednesday, and it's the last Wednesday of the month. So here we are doing our crowdcast in English.
And we have guests. We have Peter Watts joining us.
Howdy.
Mr. Watts. We were actually talking about making you live here, but we didn't make that agreement. So you stay put in the chat and welcome here.
And chat away.
And I have a message also from our good friends, Pastides and Marco Parenti. They are still in holidays.
Oh.
So we will enjoy ourselves here with the ones listening in and also the ones who are alive here.
Some might be looking at and replay.
Yeah. So welcome.
Yeah.
We are here today with the theme of the secret to happiness.
And just to introduce ourselves, maybe we should do that. So I'm Helene from ARACA. It's all about you.
And I'm Anders, also from ARACA, all about you, coaching company. And if you want to follow us, it's a button up there in the top, follow. Then you can see our next international crowdcast and next month.
If you want to learn Danish, you can chip in. I was about to say you can log in every Wednesday at 7:30.
Yes.
See
how about that, Peter?
Yeah.
Danish training for you, my dear.
And down in the bottom, there is a long green bottom. Väldigt bra.
Väldigt bra. That's Swedish, Peter.
Swedish.
That's
wow.
close.
So you can Swedish. Oh.
Yeah.
So now we can, close, exactly. Good. So should we get started? And we work with increasing our psychological flexibility. And we would like to share a point of view. So my question is, can I share a point of view? And I just need one yes, then we are good to go.
You'll get a yes from me.
Lucky me.
You're lucky you.
Yes. So Anders will share the screen so we can see a matrix just in a bit. And what we're going to do now is we are going to do two loops. This is the me loop, and after me loop we do a we loop, and I will explain what the loop looks like or what the matrix look like. There is a horizontal line and a vertical line, and on the vertical line in the top we have the 5 senses. You can see, you can hear, you can feel, touch, you can smell, and you can taste. And in the bottom, in the deep, we have the mind, what happened, what goes on inside of us, and that could also be physical. And on the horizontal line to the right, we have satisfaction, and to the left we have relief. Whew. So to start this matrix, I start by asking a question: who's important to me? So when I ask myself that question, who will pop up inside my head? And in my head, my husband will show up, and my mom, and my mother-in-law, and my children. Oh, I didn't give you a chance to say anything.
Well, and Peter, feel free to share. This is just a warm-up before we go to the theme. So let's warm up and get our thoughts going and behavior going. So mother-in-law,
Children?
Children?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And nephews. Yeah, so Peter, if you ask yourself that question, who's important to me, who shows up? Yep, you can, exactly. So myself, very good.
Yeah. Myself.
Exactly.
Yeah, I would also, now Peter took it myself, so
a very important person to remember who's important to me. Very nice list. So let's move to the lower left, and now the question is, what kind of yoga stuff appears? So what goes on inside of you? And that could be to be tired. I'm tired.
Yeah. It could be fear of, it could be anxiety, it could be
It could
also pain.
It could be anger.
Anger. Anger shows up inside of us. Oh, during this week, Peter, have any yucky stuff showed up in you?
Frustration. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Look. Oh, the technique.
What happened here?
Da,
I'll
da, da,
try
da, da,
again.
da, 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 da.
There
You
you
have
go.
to tap faster than
Technology,
Exactly.
technology, yeah, that shows up.
so that is annoying.
Annoying, yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, that's fast, Peter. Thank you for that one. That's a nice yucky stuff list.
It is. So
And I would also put this one, imposter syndrome.
imposter syndrome.
How about
Oh,
that
yeah.
one? That's a nice word.
That could show up as well. Yeah. So we move to the left, and now we look at the behavior. So what do you see yourself do to get away from the yucky stuff and then get some relief? So what are your relief moves to get away from the yucky stuff? Well, I'm tired, so I was spending some time on the couch, hoping to maybe sleep a bit. And if I'm angry, maybe I will eat some chocolate.
Eat chocolate.
Oh, yeah, meditate, Peter. Right, that's a good one. Yeah, meditate.
Yeah, I use that as well. Meditate. That's nice. Yeah. Sleep on the couch. How about watching Netflix?
Yeah, that could be a good one. Or HBO or Apple TV.
So what you're saying here is if you're tired, you sleep on the couch. And if you're angry, you eat some chocolate. And frustration, you might meditate. Or if you're tired, you can meditate. There's a lot of stuff to do here. And technology, well, I'll be clicking
Clicking like crazy.
Clicking like crazy.
Peter says plan vacations. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, plan vacations. So what about the imposter syndrome? What do you see yourself do?
Oh, if I have imposter syndrome, well, I think I would just talk a lot anyhow.
You were talking about anyhow, yes. Good. Well, nice list. Let's move to the upper right side. It's still behavior, but now it's what you see yourself do to get closer to the ones important to you and then get some satisfaction.
Yeah, that was almost like a song. I can get no.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So I said that my husband is important to me. So I remember, I think, did I kiss you today? I think I did. I usually do that.
Okay. Yes, you did.
Oh, usually you were there.
Yeah. So I have technology stuff here. So kiss him.
Kiss him.
Kiss him, my husband.
And we celebrated my mom's birthday today. So I was out. What do you say? Host
a brunch.
You played up.
Oh, you put up the flag. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Danish flag.
The Danish flag. Yeah.
When we have celebrating birthdays.
And I was and we were out having brunch, the entire family. So I sat next to my mother-in-law and talked with her. And I talked with my children and my nephews.
Schedule a treat, plan vacations.
Schedule a treat.
With yourself? Yeah. That's
a
nice one, Peter.
It is.
And
indeed, yes.
Indeed.
Exactly.
Yeah. And what did you do with your mother-in-law? I didn't get that.
Oh, I sat next to her today, so we were talking with one another.
All right. So talking.
Or maybe I was just asking her a lot of questions.
Talking
with one another. Yeah.
There you go.
So yet a nice list where we can see what goes on inside of us and what we do, what our behavior is. So the question in the middle, we have the circle. So in the middle, we will write noticing. And then I will ask you, is it possible, might you have the possibility to notice for the next couple of days or so who shows up that is important to you and what kind of yoga stuff appears and what kind of behavior do you see yourself do to get away from the yoga stuff, and what kind of behavior do you see yourself do to get closer to the ones important to you and then get satisfaction.
So would we be able to do that? Would you and Helene be able to do that?
Yeah, I would like to notice.
And Peter says, indeed.
Indeed.
There we go. And I will say yes.
I think that indeed was for something else. Yes. Well.
That was me loop.
That was a me loop.
Yeah. Sounds like being
present.
Yeah, exactly. Present moment focus.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. If you are if you're present, you can't be in your thoughts.
No.
Or you can be present in your thoughts and say, right now is fantastic. So that was Milu.
Actually, I would just add one thing, because when now Peter says being in the present moment focus, it's actually psychological flexibility is about that. It's about that when you are being triggered by your mind or some yucky stuff, that you notice that and you get out of your mind and into your life. So that's actually what's behind this way of looking at yourself and taking your own perspective. So it will help you be more flexible when yucky stuff shows up.
You can say get out of your mind and into your body.
Yeah, or into your business. Get out of your mind and into your business.
Get out of your mind.
Okay, let's go to the we loop.
So the loop looks exactly like the first loop, but now the question changes, and now the question would be, what's our shared purpose? So when we are more than two people together, two people or more, we have a shared purpose. And do we always remember to talk about our shared purpose? So when we show up every Wednesday and the last Wednesday in every month in English, we show up because we would like to share world peace. And we believe that world peace starts with peace in ourselves, so in the individuals. And we would like to share our point of view about.
Yeah, and today is about the secret to happiness, or the secret behind happiness.
Yes.
And what is that? So our shared purpose here for Helene and I, and maybe also for you, Peter, and the ones showing up, is to share our point of view on happiness.
And Peter types forward progress.
Forward progress. That's why we're here. Forward progress. Yeah, I would agree to that. So here we have a shared purpose. Peter agree with you, and Peter, I agree with you. Do you agree with Peter about that one? Yeah.
Yeah. So
we have a shared purpose.
We do. So let's move to the lower left side.
Have you seen world peach? It's not a world peace. It's world peace. That's a fruit. A fruit. Well, it's getting worse. Peace.
So
technology.
Here we go. So in the lower left side, the question is, what kind of social yoga stuff appears? So when we are in a group, what social yoga stuff might appear inside of us? So it could be, am I good enough? Am I just as good as the rest?
Am I good enough? So, yeah. And for me, it's technology.
Oh, yeah.
Again, and Peter says?
Self-consciousness.
Consciousness. Yeah, almost spelled right.
And I guess in a social setting, imposter syndrome might as well appear.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, fear of failure. I would definitely
And some might have this FOMO, fear of missing out.
FOMO. How about that?
Yeah, I have to show up no matter what.
Peter, when you're in a social setting, when you do your stuff, and you're very great at doing your stuff on a speaker or trainer setting, or whatever you do these days, what are your fears? What are your stuff showing up?
If there is any.
If any. I don't think Peter is very conscious, so.
And calm.
And
perhaps.
calm, yes.
Perhaps.
So.
Forgetting what I meant to be saying. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah. That's a good one. Forgetting.
Yeah. But damn.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's very good. Let's move to the upper left side. Now we are looking at our behavior. So what kind of behavior do we see ourselves do to get away from the social yucky stuff? So if I'm not good enough, I might just go under the radar in a social setting.
Mm-hmm.
Or I might buy yet another education, go to another course, read another book.
Okay. Yeah. So instead of getting out there, you'll just read another book on the couch.
Yep.
Okay. And about technology, well, still clicking.
Oh yeah, the clicking. Avoidance strategies. Oh yeah.
Avoidance strategies. Yeah.
Forgetting what I'm supposed to talk about. Avoid strategies, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, then you get relief. And then you don't have to do that much.
Imposter syndrome, could that be you wing it, do it anyhow?
Do it anyhow, yeah?
Yeah.
So get it done. Instead of having too much thoughts going on and ruminating around that, let's get it done. I
almost read the entire book, so I think I know what I'm talking about. I just go out and do something.
Yeah. Well,
or talk about something completely different.
Oh, shifting the scene. So talk about something different. Yeah.
Showing my vacation pictures.
Yeah, why not? Vacation pictures.
Oh, the fox is in the garden. Look.
There's a fox in the garden. Where?
Oh, it's right there. In the...
Oh yeah, a small fox, a real fox.
Sorry.
Well, that's nature popping up.
Very beautiful.
How about you, Peter? What do you do when you're forgetting? What do you see you do when forgetting what I meant to be saying? What's your moves to get relief from those?
Radical over-preparing.
Radical over-preparing, yeah.
Check my teeth and beyond.
Radical over, that's a new one, radical over-preparing. And fear of missing out.
Yeah, so you show up to anything and you participate in everything.
Show up everywhere.
Yeah, show up everywhere. Have a saying no matter what the topic.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, there we go. That's a nice one.
So let's move to the other right side. It's still our behavior, but now the question is about what we see ourselves do to get closer to our shared purpose and get satisfaction. So yeah, we show up doing the matrix.
Show up doing this.
The crowdcast. Yeah. And we
and by the way, we should also maybe see the matrix we do here. It's not just something we found out ourselves. It's actually Dr. Kevin Polk, and where both Helene and I have been certified in doing this right. So acceptance and commitment training, that's the basics from the research behind all this. Upping your game in psychological flexibility is about doing the matrix. So we take our own point of view. So mindfulness, you could also say, like Peter here. So we are flexing up stuff together and getting new aha moments. So we show up and we do that because we know when you flex up, we get more flexible in social settings, and that will help bring world peace.
It does.
And we also share our point of view.
Yeah, we have one
on happiness.
on happiness. Yeah,
we are happy already.
We are happy. Yeah.
You said we should sing a song.
Oh yeah, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Oh yeah. Here we go.
So we sing our song. We sing our song.
We do, and we use respectful communication.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Communication. That's a good one if you want world peace. And we sing our song, we dance our dance. Find tangible small actions to take. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good way to learn. I like that one, Peter. Find tangible small actions to make. That's Kaizen, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah, so by that we will have forward progress. And by that we'll share our point of view. So.
Very good list. And in the middle, again, we have a circle. And in there, we will put the word noticing. And the question again would be, might we have the opportunity to, for the next couple of days or so, look into what our shared purpose is and what social yoga stuff might appear and what we see ourselves do to get away from the social yoga stuff to get relief and what we see ourselves do to get closer to our shared purpose and get satisfaction. Yes, I will say yes.
I'm with you.
You with me.
So, okay. Okay for me. There we go.
Okay. Yep. So that was the 2 loops. So now we have warmed up. We have stretched our body, and Peter, he gives us a smiley, happy face.
Yeah, we'll just remove the point of view for a few seconds.
Yep, you will.
And then the secret to happiness.
Yeah.
Why share that? Why have that as a topic?
Yeah.
What is going on in the world? So is happiness what we see in the world now out there? There's a lot of war and there's a lot of people fighting. We read social media. Probably not, Peter says. So looking into what happiness is can be very different to many people's life. So what is happiness to you, Peter, and to the ones chipping in here? Are we happy all the time? Should we be happy all the time? And how, if we are not happy, what can we do? What is the secret? And is there a secret at all?
Oh yeah, that's what we want to figure out here tonight. What the secret to happiness?
Yeah, we have an idea. We have a point of view or a perspective on what happiness is, but to dive into it, we could use the matrix again and see what is actually a perspective on happiness. So if I go back just to sharing the point of view in a kind of third loop. So here it comes again.
And Peter, while you're opening the third loop, he types in being aware of all the stuff that's going right.
Okay, so if we look at the matrix now, being aware of all the stuff going right. So where would that be? Would that be up in the 5 senses, noticing that, or would it be what's going right?
I do not see that one. I only see the old one.
You only see the old one? That's strange. Well, technology, isn't it? So I'll just go like that, and I will try again. So make sure we
try it again.
We look at the right thing. So here we go. Is it better now?
Now it's so nice. Yeah, now we're back on track.
So Peter said, being aware of all the stuff that's going right.
Mm.
So being aware, where is that, Peter? If you were to sort it in the matrix, is that some behavior you notice, or is that inside yourself some thoughts or feelings? If it's the stuff that's going right, what would you say? Probably thought-based. So so is everything right? The question could
what's
be
our
from
shared purpose? Is everything right? Mm? Or
over
what's
here
going right?
is everything right? You can have both the negative and the positive point of view. Everything going right.
And that could be the question, or that it could be, if only I had that job, or if only the neighbor would move away, I would be very happy.
If only I, then happy.
Happy.
When are we happy?
When are we happy?
When have you last been happy, Peter? I can share whilst you're thinking here. When I've been last been happy, that was when I got married.
That was the last time you were happy? That's almost 28 years ago.
That was a top. That's 28 years ago. Well,
and you've been sad ever since.
Married, getting my job as a trainer was very nice. When I think of that shows up inside of me. And when looking at our life, it's kind of a timeline, and you have those spikes, those peaks, where you were happy. You have moments in your life when you are happy. But is it really like that? Is it peaks of happiness? Is that what we're working towards? So I work like crazy. And then when I meet my goals, then happy.
So
when my cooking works,
then I'm happy.
Okay. Yeah. So you love to cook?
Might be unhappy if everything has burned on the stove.
When it works, happiness and satisfaction shows up. Yeah. The feeling of nice cooking and it works. And you said, Helene?
And I was thinking about, you are asking this question, is happiness only something that happens once in a while in these peaks that we remember if we look back at our life, and we could say, oh, I got married, I was very happy. I got this job, I was very happy. I got children, wow, I was happy. I moved into this house, wow, I'm so happy. Or I got this car, I'm so happy. Or is happiness something that is there all the time, but from time to time something gets in the way, so we do not feel or notice or experience the happiness? It might be I was taken ill, I lost my job, somebody died, I had to work very hard for a long time, I was struggling with the neighbors or something like that, and that made it impossible for me to see and feel my happiness that is there all the time. So might that be?
That might be another perspective, because I think looking at people, most people today in the world I see, also among my friends, they are working like crazy. They're having a busy life with kids, and they work. They get stressed, they struggle, and they work. So they have a loop going on here with stress and working like crazy, and they get the car, they get the dog, they get the house, they get the beautiful wife, and they get the beautiful
handsome husband,
all the handsome husband, all the handsome man. But actually, what I see, looking from a perspective of the matrix, a lot of people do relief moves. So they get happy, and then I met my goal. Wow. And then the relief is a relaxation. It's like meditating. So when you do a relaxation, actually you feel the happiness. But you only do that for a short time, because then up comes envy.
Oh,
Envy.
Oh,
Or now a new car shows up. So now my car looks old.
it's not good. Yeah.
And then I'm sad.
And the neighbor got a new car, and I
And
have the old one.
Yeah, envy neighbor. Yeah, there we go. So as long as we live on an outside-in world that many people do through social media, and also young people today, am I looking good enough?
Yeah, I don't
Am I looking like the...
Have I got the looking good filter on my Instagram?
Yeah.
I remember when we had our first child, I was so tired. I was always so happy. And I remember I said to my mother, this is the time with this little child that I should be just enjoying it, but I am so tired that I can't even enjoy it. So that is something else going on, that you have to recover, and you have to fulfill the baby's needs for food and stomach ache. So you have to put yourself aside for a period of time.
So again, you're being stressed, or you're being forced due to physical barriers or yucky stuff.
Yeah.
That takes away, because I would say the view you mentioned before, our view on happiness, and the secret is we are happy always. However, the yucky stuff and the things we do to get away from the yucky stuff is a kind of, what you call a kind of shield, or a kind of
A
veiling of happiness. So if you actually, you were born happy, you were born as a little child, and you didn't have all the yucky stuff. You were free to just be. So having the perspective, another perspective of happiness, is not peaks. It's actually the yucky stuff veiling our happiness. So happiness is 100% always. We just put a lot of stuff, and like an apple or an onion,
peel.
The happiness is in there. We just have to peel the onion and get all the sadness out of our tears in the eyes. So in there, in the middle of the onion, there we are happy. Now, looking at the perspective here, we have a lot of stuff on the left side, a lot of yucky stuff, and I think that's a lot of yucky stuff of the world, and that's okay. But as long as we become aware about this, then we have a decision and a choice. So what can we do instead when we become aware about we are happy anytime?
Oh, yeah.
So we are born happy.
So what happens when you are present and you are noticing your body, and you are not in the future and you are not in the past?
So you say noticing
here and now.
Noticing the now.
Yeah.
How can we do that? How do we notice? What are the behaviors we can put in the upper right?
So you sit. Now we are sitting where we are sitting. Peter are sitting or standing where he is, and the two of us are sitting because I have some pain. Pausing. Yeah, pausing. That's a good one.
Stop. Stop up. Breathe.
It's always good to breathe. Always. Yeah.
And there, when you have that relaxation and you feel your body and you feel what's going on, then you have that satisfaction, we call it here, but the feeling you get, the calmness, the peace, the pause, is actually that feeling we can get to immediately. That is happiness. It's not about being hilarious and crazy happy. It's just about, we can go directly there at any time just by stopping up, pausing, and breathe.
Yeah.
And now the research behind this, stopping up and pausing, is only bringing us to away from the pain, away from the social yucky stuff, and it's pausing, we're doing nothing. Now, what can we do? What behavior can we do then to get from neutral, calm, peace? How can we bring the happiness out into the world so it spreads? What is it when we have found our own happiness? What can we do with it? What are your thoughts? What can we do?
What can we do?
Yeah, I can do one thing. I smile.
You smile. That's
Yeah.
very good to smile. And if you do not start the morning by smiling to yourself, because we are very important, then you can always during the day give yourself a smile. You don't have to look in the mirror. Just start smiling and see what happens with your body. What are the feelings, the sensations? What's going on in your body when you start smiling?
Mm-hmm.
So start with yourself. As we said in, I think it was in the me loop.
Oh, there you go. That's also nice. Give a genuine compliment. Yeah.
Finally, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's
exactly.
a good one. That's a good one, Peter.
Mm.
That's a behavior we can do. Give a genuine compliment so we can spread the happiness. I think some of the most viral, if you could call it an illness, is happiness. Mm-hmm. It's the most viral one. If you just give a smile and you give a genuine compliment, you recognize that people they did something well. That's a very good way to start. And what is the feeling you get when you are given a compliment? You relax. You feel safe because you feel trusted and you feel that this person likes you. Then you can relax. So again, happiness, to find your happiness is a relaxation instead of tense and the yucky stuff showing up again. And am I good enough and all that? Well, relax, smile, start with yourself. Peter, you said, myself, I'm important to me. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Start with loving yourself and giving yourself a hug, and then start spreading that. Because if the perspective of happiness being we are veiled by the yucky stuff and we don't see our happiness, then compliments and breathing and sharing the smile will unveil, so to speak, the happiness that's there inside of us already.
Yeah, Peter types in spreading the hug.
Spreading the hug. Yeah, I was so, when we were in COVID, it was a crazy place. Yeah. Spreading the hug. I like that one.
We were nodding from a distance to one another.
nodding from a distance. Oh, yeah. And no hugging. Well,
no.
Hope to see you soon, Peter, so we can make some hugging again.
So
we were very good huggers.
From America to Denmark,
Yeah,
that would be great.
Yeah. So spreading the hug, that was a very good one. So breathing, meditating, relaxing, that's the secret to happiness. And also when we start sharing our happiness and love, then we relax. So from a more research point of view, and also from a point of view of what we're sharing here about upping your psychological flexibility. So get out of your mind and into your world and spread the hug, give genuine compliments, smile, and relax. So the relaxation I would add in here, relax your shoulders.
Yeah.
Notice if you have relaxed shoulders at all, you can actually relax even more than you think.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And then take deep breath and do good pauses.
Yeah, we have pausing here. Yeah. And you can also, now this was the behavior outside. You can start inside here.
I'm smiling as we speak.
Oh!
Yeah. And when you say right that, I smile too.
Yeah, we have a digital smile spreading.
And it works.
Well, one thing you can do here to again, the direct path to your happiness is show gratitude. Gratitude. What are you grateful for?
Yeah, so that would be a shared perfect
So,
purpose.
purpose. Yeah, to be grateful. So what are you grateful for? When you ask yourself that question, what are you grateful for? That's a tool to connect to your happiness immediately.
And remember that happiness is a source that will never dry out. So you can give it away to everybody.
Yeah, and also I could also share up here, what do I appreciate about you?
Mm-hmm.
Share your appreciation.
Yeah.
What am I grateful for? It could also be the other one. What am I grateful for about you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Put all the positive energy in the sentence. Mm-hmm.
And when you do that, the feeling you get when you share things like that is that you feel loved, and happiness is also about love. So when you have the feeling of gratefulness, you love yourself and you love the people who are around you. And that feeling you get when you're grateful, that is actually the happiness feeling. So tools for going there: compliment, spreading hugs, asking yourself what you're grateful for. Some do journals. Some do it sometimes when they are sad. So actually, if you're sad over here, you can shortcut the circuit. If you're tired, well, you can sleep. If you're stressed, you can ask yourself the question, what am I grateful for? If another person is angry with you, if you have an angry boss up here, angry boss, well, you can ask your boss, or tell him what you appreciate about him.
Mm-hmm.
You can give him a hug.
Yeah, that would be awkward.
How about that?
If he's angry.
You could tell him to pause and breathe.
Oh, you think he will calm down then?
You can love to cook, so when it works, you could help teach him to cook.
Cook the boss a good meal. Yeah, many possibilities, many things you can do. Yeah, when you notice your behavior.
Hit him with the pan. Well, that would be a relief move.
Good.
So hit here. Hit him with the pan. Yeah, how about that? That's a relief move certainly for the ones
it must
who.
Be. Yeah.
How about that? I like that, Peter. Hit him with the pan. Relief. Okay, we get some pause now until he hits back.
Yeah.
Well.
Hmm?
Anything else, Peter? Do you have ideas? Because what we could do now, we could wrap it up and say, well, noticing the now, we could reflect on this, what we've done just now, because now we have a common theme, a shared purpose about the secret to happiness. Some of the secrets, the direct path. To summarize, we are happy already. We just forgot.
Yes, we are.
So the tools to get directly to happiness here and now is on the upper right. Smile, pausing, breathing, giving compliments that are genuine, spreading the hug. Tell people what you appreciate, what I'm grateful for. That's the behavioral stuff we can do.
Mm-hmm.
And we can also, inside of us, do our prayers and tell ourselves what we're grateful for and directly connect to the source of happiness and love.
Yeah.
How about that?
So nice.
Peter, thank you so much for inspiring us and being here.
Thank you for joining and participating, and have a great day, I guess. Over there in America, it's during the day.
Yes.
It's evening over here.
It's evening over here,
It
yes.
is, yeah. The sun has set now.
So, cheerio, Miss Sophie, and all.
Bye.
Have a nice evening.